Alrighty, thanks for coming back for part two. Part two of Married at First Sight, season 19, episode 1. We were just talking about the first couple of weddings, and it's time for my black couple. Woo, woo. We got Brittany, 29, Will, who is 30. Brittany starts out saying that she has a house, or no, actually, I think it was the expert saying she has a house and financial stability. They mention how he's heady, like he's a deep thinker. He's in his head a lot. She wants someone committed, ambitious. He wants someone fun and intelligent. She loves to read. He's sexually adventurous, okay? He has used sex toys on his exes before. He does admit that he does not like butt stuff. He had an ex that wanted to explore in that way. And he was like, I ain't doing that. You ain't doing that to my butt. I'm not gonna do nothing to your butt. Everybody but safe. I thought it was funny. But anyway, whatever floats your boat, to each his own, yeah, no. Let's see. They're both sapiosexuals, it was said. According to the experts, they're both sapiosexuals. But yeah, then Will mentions that he's been with women that he was extremely attracted to physically, but then he's also been with women who he appreciates more for their mind. And his friends was like, okay, that's one way to put it. And somebody said that's a smooth way to put it. Basically, you calling them ugly. I appreciate it more for their minds. But anyway, then he started using all these ACT GRE words that I did not know. I got the context clues though. Basically, he was saying his mom is very verbose, gregarious. I'm like, okay, speak plain to us. But anyway, we reality show junkies. We ain't using these GRE words on a daily basis, but hey, maybe some of us are. But anyway, yeah, I noted that Brittany looked very beautiful in her confessional. The hair was flowy. The face was beat to the gods. She has the house she mentioned. She has the career. There are a lot of single women in her family. She doesn't want to be that way. And I can relate, you know. I noticed that Will's friends are very cool and down to earth. It seems like he has a great support system as well. I feel that he has realistic expectations of this experience. He says he's okay if she walks down the aisle and she doesn't blow his mind. I also wrote down that I suspect that she's going to give him hell. And when I say give him hell, I mean give him a hard time. And I'm basing that on some of the things that she said so far, some of the previews. I guess really I'm not supposed to be reviewing previews right now of what's to come, but some of the things I've heard her say in the previews for the season. Yeah, she might give him a run for his money. And I'm not even like judging her or anything like that, because I've been her. Like, I feel like I was her at her age. I'm 44 now. But anyway, she'll learn. I had to learn, she'll learn too. But anyway, so Brittany's older sister has passed. I think she was married, but she didn't have a wedding. She mentions that her mom gets to see her get married, and that is a treat for them. Will sees his mom and gets teary-eyed. They both really get choked up. She embraces him, reassures him that she will be there for him. Britt's dad says that she is glowing. She says, I hope you like him, to her father. She asks him not to be too hard on him. She sheds tears. Well, she almost shed tears, I put, with her dad. But anyway, she's like, you got to give me away now. And they chuckle. And I noted that she chuckled, but her face didn't have a chuckle on it. Her face looked very stern, like she looked very nervous in that moment. Even though she was laughing, her face didn't have a smile on it. But anyway, so Will proceeds to walk down the aisle. The ladies at the wedding were commenting, saying he's fine. But I will just say, it didn't give me the same negative feelings that I got when Jalen's people were doing it. So when Jalen's people were commenting on him, commenting on Josh, I was giving them the side eye. But when Brittany's people were saying, oh, he's handsome, da, 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 they did it in a respectful way. I feel like they did it in a respectful way. So anyway, they were just commenting that she would be pleased, I think. And what else? Yeah, they kept calling on Jesus, saying, oh, she's good. And Brittany says, I hope I'm attracted to him. I'll know that pretty quickly, she says. So she is aware that she'll either really like him or really not right away. She said that I'm nervous, I'm anxious, it's getting real. I noted that his mom got lipstick on his jacket on the shoulder from earlier when they embraced. He had lipstick when she first met him. It was lipstick on his shoulder. I didn't like that. I was like, oh. Other than that, though, he looked amazing. He looked perfection. Let's see. So one of the bridesmaids commented that he was cheesing as he should be. They were both all smiles at the altar, which was great. There was worry still on her face though. So after the officiant starts the proceedings, yeah, her face went back. And I was just wondering, I was like, maybe she has RBF. Like, she just went straight to, I don't know, back anxious face. So anyway, but in her vow, she did let him know that she will drive him crazy a little bit. And I was like, okay. So she's keeping it real. She seemed genuine. I put that he does too. He got a little choked up. He gave her a bear hug at the end of the vows or the end of the I do's. But then the officiant said, you may kiss the bride. And he says, it's up to you. He checks for consent and she gave consent. They pressed lips. And I kept thinking, even before they kissed, though, it looked like he already had lipstick on his lips. So I was wondering if he had kissed his mom on the lips or if they had already kissed and they had to reshoot that part for some reason. But anyway, his lips looked really, really red already. Or maybe that's just his natural lip color. I'm not sure. But anyway, so they were getting to know each other after the actual ceremony. So, you know, they always go back and talk one-on-one a little bit. He mentioned that he's a tech consultant. She mentioned that she works HR for a tech corporation. They share their ages. They share that they both don't have any kids. Apparently they both like pink. Her nails were pink, so that's why it came up. Or I think maybe she was commenting on the pink flower on his lapel or something of that nature. But anyway, she mentioned that she works out with those nails 6 to 7 times a week, and they are not in the way. I was like, okay, girl, get it. We like to see it. Let's see. Yeah. And I just put, I'm ready for the reception now. It was a commercial break then. So after the commercial break, Jalen and Josh walk in. Let's see. I noted that there was this is Jalen and Josh, so we flip back to the other couple, Jalen and Josh. They walk into their reception. I noted that there was a black woman MC on the mic. Anyway, I don't know why I noted that. It was very noticeable for some reason for me. But anyway, they dance. He asks her first impressions of him. She says that she's happy. She says, you're super handsome. And he's excited to get to know her. He asks, do you want a kiss at the end? He dips her back and then they kiss. And I just said, it's looking good. She says, I like dancing with my husband. She said, I don't love him, but I'm interested in getting there. So I was like, okay, good. We found out her last name is Garcia. His last name is Black. She says, okay, Jalen and Josh Black. And he said, it sounds good to me. So everybody in the audience, in the reception, start clinking their glasses, which means they want the couple to kiss. They did that twice. They kissed like twice. And yeah, I was like, okay, kudos to them. It's looking good. So then they flip back over to Will talking about how he's tired. So he probably will not be trying to consummate that night. But he's also saying maybe a shower will wake him up. Britt's sister, we noted that Britt's sister died 4 years ago. Will's sister is a neat freak. So we're just getting to know details about the family. Now, it came up that neither one of these in the couple, Will nor Brittany, use sheets. So apparently Will does have them, but he never gets in them. But Brittany don't use them at all. And I'm like, what? And now she says that she does Lysol down the hotel rooms. She brought her own blanket for the hotel room. But on your own bed, you don't use no sheets. And that was just kind of concerning for me. I hope you do have some kind of hyperallergenic mattress cover that's keeping the dead skin cells out of your mattress. Like, me personally, any mattress I ever bought has never been outside of a hyperallergenic zip up, because also I had like a nightmare visit to a hotel one time where there were bed bugs. So it's like these things keep you protected from ever getting any bed bugs. Also, so not only will I have the zip up cover, I would have like another mattress cover on top, the quilted soft one. I mean, sheets, and those sheets need to be changed like regularly. Like, I don't play around with the bedding. And so I just thought that was interesting. I'm not gonna judge her right now, but I'm just like, why? I just really want to know why, and I hope it comes up again because I'm very curious. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. Again, shout out Misha. But anyway, so let's see. They cut the cake. They feed each other. I put that was a sexy moment. I like it when they fed each other, when Will and Brittany fed each other. I like that. But anyway, Josh and Jalen, they flip back to them. They feed each other the cake. She smashes it in his face. I kind of don't like that part of weddings because I don't want it to happen to me. But anyway, it's all in good fun. They have fun with it. Let's see, then they flip back to Will and Britt. Will pulls out her chair. He thinks she's adorable. He likes how her lips curl up, how he loves her dimples. He ends up sitting down with his father-in-law. Dad said he looks like he played all the sports. Will said that, he did in high school. Now, then the topic of religion comes up. Oh, child, hold on to your seats. Will is agnostic, and I don't know if Dad can appreciate that. Dad asked a few more questions about it. Will states that he's not sure. He thinks there is a higher power, but he's not sure what that higher power is. He says that his parents might be Baptist. He didn't seem too sure, because I thought he said something about being raised Catholic. Totally confused about the religion part when it comes to Will's side, but he does kind of continue to go on a rant about it. Dad gave up on that. He gave up that fight and asked him, do he play dominoes? Like, Dad is just trying to find some commonality. Will said, maybe spades. Maybe we can play some spades. I'm like, Lord, it is not going well with Dad. Okay, so then Dad asked him if he's strong enough to be with a strong woman like Brittany. Dad says she's 30. Mom corrects him and says, no, she 29. Will is wanting to, he's not ignoring what Dad said, but he's like, I want her to be herself. And Dad asked if he would be willing to go in 110%. Will is all for it. He wants to learn how to communicate with each other. He's talking the talk. When it comes to their connection, he's talking a good talk. It was just a religion I think that might be concerning for Dad is, he was trying to look for some type of connection. I don't know if they reached that. But Dad does mention that he wants her to be very happy, and he need to make sure that Will make that happen. All right, so then they flip to Josh meeting with the parents, and mom wants to know what Josh's first impressions were of Jalen, and Josh said he was wowed. He was like, wow, you know, she's beautiful. Dad wants to make sure they learn how to communicate. So that is a trending topic when it comes to all of these meetings. When they're getting advice and just talking about what they're prepared to do for each other, that learning to communicate keeps coming up, in which I agree that is gonna be key. That is gonna be like number one. Communicate, over communicate. Okay. So anyway, he asked the dad for advice. Josh does. Jalen, then, you know, in the middle of the conversation, asked to speak to just mom and Josh alone. So she kind of told dad and twin brother, the kid Ross, real quick, so that they can have a little side conversation, in which mom invites Josh to her wedding. She getting married tomorrow. I was like, what? Oh, my mouth was on the floor. And not only is she getting married tomorrow, she also is getting married at first sight. I was like, boom, mind blown. I was like, okay, I see what y'all are doing. Y'all are hooking up mother and daughter on Married at First Sight. This is cute. This is so cute. So that's how the episode ends. And they have already loaded 4 episodes total. So I've got 1 out of the 4. I've watched only 1 out of the 4. So please, no spoilers in the comments. But I would love to get y'all's opinion on what y'all thought of just episode 1. Again, no spoilers. Because I want to be this moment at the end of episode 1. I'm hoping there's a moment like that at the end of every episode so that I can come back and talk with y'all about it. But what do y'all think about our mother-daughter duo? I had already noted how beautiful the mother was. So I'm very excited to see who they'll pair her up with, and if he'll be on her level of attractiveness. So we shall see. But yeah, I'm excited for this season, if you can't already tell. But we'll get into it a little bit more as we move forward. But yeah, I would love to know y'all's thoughts. Yeah, toodaloo.